Hello, everybody. Risky, back at it again with another stream today, and I got myself a guest. If he could... I'll let him introduce himself at his own convenience.
Hello, I am the Will. I am just here.
He exists.
This man conjured me into existence once again. I'm appearing on other channels now. Save me, please.
It's fine. We good friends up in here. Alright.
We are.
Yeah.
He forces me to exist for his friendship.
I and several others. But you enjoy it.
Many people.
Alright, so, docket for today. I got a little bit of Genshin Impact content lined up. Mostly just knocking out the daily commissions. Shouldn't take too long. Gotta do the weekly quests. Those will be fun. Shouldn't be too difficult. And then it's finally time for me to start knocking out one of those story quests that I've been putting off. So, that will be fun. Without further ado, let's get into it. And to be fair, I note this is not one of those games that you normally play or know a lot about. You do Terraria stuff, right? Terraria.
Yeah, I like the more open world crafty games. It's just I don't play a lot of stuff from across the Pacific in general, but so be it.
There we go. Oh shit, got a follower. Hey, thank you for the follow. How you doing, tryhard? What's good, Cyber? And there's Will. I'm doing okay, actually. A little tired, a little cold just from the cold front, but I actually do fine in the cold.
Oh, lucky duck.
I hate the heat more than I hate the cold. Because at least with the cold, you can layer up, you can get yourself a hot cocoa, you can do a number of different things. Alright, let's get the login bonus.
I have to firmly disagree with your stance on temperature preference.
What do we got? Sumeru. Okay. That's probably due to computer performance. Cyber.
See, I'm in the minority. I'm in the minority. No, it's not much better. It's cold. Cold is bad. You know what else is cold? Dead things.
Oh Jesus!
Therefore, cold is bad.
That was weird.
You knew who I am. You knew where it would eventually end up with me.
Well, there was that, and then also just a random 5-foot fucking fall damage out of nowhere. It's like, what?
Ah, fair.
Nope. I've already done that one. This is what I want.
Emerge right now. Stand clear.
One with the force. I love root. Looks like I went too far. Ha!
I'm in the super minority now, I guess.
Right here.
No, cold is not better. Cold is bad.
Animal test 63.
I'd rather be warm. I'd rather be hot than cold. Cold gets you all shaky. Wastes your energy.
You can better deal with the cold than you can with the heat. With the heat, you can only do so much before you're walking around in 110-degree heat in a fucking birthday suit. Which in some states you can't do because that's indecent exposure.
Yeah, that is frowned upon in most states. But also, just manage your heat better. You don't move around too much. Drink lots of fluids. If you are moving around, drink more fluids. It ain't that bad. If you've got access to to those fluids, douse your head. That'll cool you down real quick.
Here's the thing, though, right? There's only so much you can do with the heat. With the cold, there's always something you can do.
Cold eventually just gets you up to, I'm just a pill. I can't move. And I don't want to be a pill that can't
Right
move.
now. Emerge. Stand clear.
Can't see. Let's
But
get that
hey,
in.
I'm from Arizona, so you know,
Keep up.
what would be expected?
Well, at least you're not from Florida.
That's fair. Florida. Better than Ohio, at least. Marginally.
Simple enough. I do like how that random quest, you can literally just walk behind the guy and talk to him and not even have to deal with the mushrooms.
That's funny. That's a funny bit of game design there. You know that wasn't intentional. That was 100% by accident.
Right here. Animal test 63.
One with the forest. I hear everything. Who? Sa. Ha.
That wasn't.
Nope.
Alright, what's next? Gotta go down to Marinara. Deal with shit there. That is not the right soundbite, buddy.
Solidify!
Right now. Right here. Stand clear. Absorption test. Emerge. Right now. Show them.
I swear, yeah, is just cracked.
Yep.
This one's the mushroom one?
Foggiest.
Why that's a daily, hey, we need you to go jump on some mushrooms.
Stabilize!
I have no idea.
Right here. Emerge.
Probably. It sounds like one of those things where the developers ran out of ideas halfway through. Honestly.
Like, playing whack-a-mole with the mushrooms I can kind of get, because that can be explained by just cutting out the fungus that's ruining people's farms.
Yeah.
But jumping on mushrooms, like, huh? Makes no sense. Okay.
if I had to guess, they ran somebody was like, "Quick, we need an idea for this," and that person got a raise because they came up with the brilliant idea of making this little jumping mini game, and everybody in the office loved it, and that's why it's super big, but everybody in the office loved it, and that's why it didn't have proper testing. So that's how that usually goes down. Everybody thinks it's a good idea until it's suddenly not a good idea because we actually bothered to test it. Which is all too common in video game development. Just look at the entirety of EA.
We don't talk about EA about here.
Alright, we won't talk about EA. Even if it's, to put them in their place.
Oh, I mean, put them in their place, definitely. There's a reason why I refuse to buy their products.
Yeah, it's unfortunate ever since they ruined BioWare. BioWare was ahead of the curve. Came up with waifus.
Yeah, I gotta do more hot drop my Beth stuff. I'll do that later. I think that's everything? Yeah, alright. Over here. I was pleasantly surprised by the OGL thing that happened.
Yeah, that was a good walk back on their part, but I feel like...
I mean, I'm still not going to touch their books for a while.
Yeah, I feel like this is their...
That's also because the quality of their books are not great, whereas the quality of third-party books are just amazing.
Yeah, their quality has been dropping considerably. Like Spelljammer, I will not give up that the Spelljammer helm is the worst magic item in the game.
That's not even the worst part about Spelljammer.
Yes, but I used to play with the actual Spelljammers, and that is the worst magic item in the game. Also, the lack of content, the barely any information about the various races, the
lack of lore.
Yeah, like the Tri-Crane are from freaking Dark Sun, and they didn't even bother saying it. Or Thri-Crane are from Dark Sun, and they didn't even mention that. Like, this is the low-key saying that Dark Sun is going to be brought into 5e, or at least still exists, but they didn't bother saying anything. Like, it's that BS.
It's that luck shit, is what that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a good solid weight, even if well, no. If they do Dark Sun, I'll probably end up buying Dark Sun out of obsessive nostalgia, but that's how they get you.
Yep.
As long as D&D Beyond still has content sharing, nobody else in our group will.
Yep.
Should have made the Space Penguins a playable race.
What type of advice can you give me to get my characters to level 50? Character level 50, you're going to want to do your world levels up to, I think, 3. That'll allow you to get them up to 50, and then farm the blue ley lines. That's going to be the most efficient way that you're going to be able to do that. Now, if you can't, you can always just do elite farming. There are routes that you can take on the overworld that can give you like 30 or 40 elites, and they can give anywhere from 200 to 600 experience a pop. It's not a lot, but it adds up.
Let it be known that divinity is mine.
What's the little cosmic effect in this chest piece? The little stars moving around. It's pretty neat. Good attention to detail.
Insignificant pest! Clouds high. The birds call.
That's gonna be annoying. Come on, drop him. Good, okay. Needed to drop him there before he did his fucking limit break, because that would have been annoying.
1,000 eons.
Yeah, whenever bosses do stupid stuff like that.
Burn to oblivion! Wind strike. Time to go. Kneel!
Oh.
Good riddance, cruel world. Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike. Not possible.
Alright, let's see if we can get him in one cycle.
One with wind and cloud. You dare to gaze upon me? Wind strike. Clouds high. Birds call. Wind strike.
Got him.
Sight the insects. I was destined for more. Time to go.
That's what you get for trying to become a god.
Yeah. Only fools try to be gods.
Because otherwise you become as gods and become dead. Alright, now I
Yep.
saw a comment. I apologize for missing that. I was just trying not to die. Both of the new units got Xiao to level 50, but I also use Barbara and Xiaojin. I'm not familiar with that name. Gonna be honest. Barbara, I know. I actually see some validity in using her. She still has some of the highest charge attack damage in the game, if you can just get her set up. But yeah, the best way to get characters up is either do elite farming or do the blue ley lines. And of the two, the blue ley lines, you can get someone up to their maximum level basically overnight. Whereas with elite farming, you're going to be doing that multiple days over the course of a week. Also, why were you hurt? Okay, now we need to come over to Inazuma. And go fight the Shogun's puppet.
I see everything.
The Emperor?
Something on your mind again?
Kind of, but not really. Literally the puppet of the Shogun.
Yeah, I was making
Where'd you go?
Edo period Japan joke because the emperor was effectively the shogun's puppet during that time. That was when the emperor lost all political power and was relegated to a religious role.
Your verdict is decided.
If I recall correctly, don't quote me on that. I want to say around that time in the 1600s.
All right, which one's got the cross? Which one's got the cross? That one over there.
All desire can be broken.
Someone's about to get slashed.
Press. To ashes. Purge all obstacles. Perish. Eyes on me. Inferior. Billowing surge. Temple of Wisdom. Witness
Drop your eye.
the final calamity.
Everyone in the shield.
Eternity is in my hands.
That was the fastest I've seen that cycle, like, period. Normally she goes through another attack pattern before dropping her fucking Vajra.
Odd. Wonder if you provoked something differently this time.
Committed to memory. Allow me. Eyes on me. Billowing surge. Weak. Pathetic. Power the Python. Covenants of the deep. Be gone. Absurd. Inferior.
Oh, okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Weak. Pathetic. Be gone. Hold the line. This body is eternal. Inferior. Power that can be Python. Perish. Billowing purge all obstacles. Inferior. To ashes. Eternity is in my hands. Power that ended Python. Allow me.
Pathetic. Weak. Absurd. To ashes. Inferior. The eye sweeps the land. Shattered.
Rest, rebuild.
Inferior. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Oof.
Inferior.
Is it a little healing jellyfish?
Yep. Oh, Jesus.
This
Damn.
body is eternal.
It's kind of adorable. A healing jellyfish. Just
Power that ended Python. Perish. Allow me.
Witness the final calamity.
Hold the line. Reinforcements have arrived. Let's move out.
Eternity is in my hands.
Alright, this is where I want to be.
Power that ended Python.
We got him.
Eyes on me.
awesome.
Inferior. Weak. Pathetic. Weak. Only emptiness awaits.
Give my hand a rest there. Jesus.
Ugh.
I have mad energy issues. You're good, we got her. one more. And I think I'm going to want to put this one towards that squirrely fucking lure. Because, god damn, he can be annoying.
Oh? More capacity.
He's small, but he's tanky, and he likes to fucking dart around the goddamn battlefield.
He's tanky and evasive. Those are the worst things to have.
What's worse for me is that there's two elements that you don't want to bring into him, otherwise he will one-shot you. And those happen to be the two elements that I have the heaviest investment in.
Oh, so he's like your perfect counter then.
Can be.
He was low-key designed specifically to screw you over.
Not intentionally. It's just with the way that my account got set up. He's the hardest for me to deal with. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the way it worked out, sort of thing. I didn't expect, malice on the game devs parts to be like, risky. How dare he exist? No. As funny as that image is, no, I wouldn't expect that on their part.
Waiting on Seraphina. Alright, what we got? Someone's doing Ganyu. Someone's doing a Bennett, so I'll do my Kazuha.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken.
Alright.
He is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Oh, Jesus.
You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Wind strike. Light it up.
One with wind and cloud.
Time to go.
Let's light it up.
Little kitty, what do you want? Attention?
That was scuffed.
Get behind me.
Yeah, I'm up here.
Now sit the fuck down, child.
Nice.
That's garbage.
That's a hilarious timer.
What?
That whole that they gave you 999 seconds to leave the area.
Yeah.
That's funny and almost pointless. Why would you have that time?
Almost pointless.
Why would you give them that much time? Why bother with the timer?
To fuck with artifacts, I guess, or to heal up for the next run. I don't know. But like for bosses, it makes no sense. For regular domains, I can see it, right? But for bosses, it makes no sense.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But still, that's like... Did the math right quick. That's 16 minutes. Who's sitting there for 16 minutes? Like, I could understand...
I mean, hey, that's a good potty break, I guess.
That's two potty breaks that's two potty breaks where you are pooping, my guy. That is not
one with ample time to do your shit and then get back.
I have never needed 16 minutes. But then
I've seen some people need 10 because they had to have it like a mystic shit. Or they're on the second floor and their bathroom's on the first floor, which is just bad house design, but that's beside the point.
Right, that's terrible house design. No, I get the idea of 10 minutes, but that's 16 minutes. that is too many minutes. I feel like That's just a funny timer.
It's just
It's
not
an
necessary.
Yeah, that's not necessarily the amount of time, especially since it's to leave the boss area. I don't know why. Like, I feel like it would have made more sense just, have them auto leave, then they can do their stuff outside. But
Take it easy.
I'm not a game dev. Not even slightly. I've never made a video game. So who am I to really complain?
I'm getting sick of this.
God damn. What you up to, Willow? You doing good? You doing good? You're a good girl.
Here comes the catch.
Yeah.
To ashes. Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds. Barbados.
Ready for what's gonna happen in this Sunday's D&D game?
Will be.
Great. All
Will
the
be.
insanity.
She's
gonna
gonna
be
be
a-
fucking.
Don't worry.
If that was a
Everything
husk
will be-
piece, this would be Pogs. But no, this is a Deepwood piece where you want EM, and they gave you a defense stat. Like, no.
That's
This domain's fucking cursed, I tell you.
a little bit. It seems like it. Just based on what I've been seeing.
Sit the fuck down.
Quietly now. Take it easy.
Crit rate and HP. Would be nice if we got more HP scaling Electro units. But right now, that's just garbage. Sit the fuck down.
Wind strike.
Steel Bloom. Not terrible, not great. No, the real reason why that domain is cursed for me is I have to go to a character and I have to show it, right?
Okay.
Where you at? Tignutty, there you are. Those are his current artifacts. It took me 4 versions to get a working set for him. And
Guessing by your reaction, the RNG, it just...
not terrible, could be better.
Yeah.
Not bad. I don't like the defense roll, but the crit rate, crit damage, and the EM on that is not bad. That's his EM piece. 2 dead rolls. And it went into 1 twice.
Huh. That's
Bad.
that's that's an impressive amount of bad luck
Yeah.
there, my guy.
This isn't terrible. It's got a lot of crit damage on it. It's got some ER, which he doesn't need because of his weapon. Right? And his crit rate circlet is just garbage.
That's
Lots
funny,
of defense. Lots of defense.
yeah, it's a lot of defense, but that's kind of
It
hilarious.
took 4 versions to get a working set, right?
Yep.
It took 4 versions for me to get this kind of like crit ratio, right?
Yep.
With good attack and good EM. Right? And the reason why I say ER doesn't really matter on him is that's his weapon. 55%. He only needs 130% for optimum uptime. Right?
Yeah.
He's got more than double what he needs for optimum uptime.
Yeah, so he's just fucking... That literally doesn't matter to him then, effectively.
Yeah. Meanwhile, at that same vein, she's got a pretty bitchin' set of gilded pieces, and I have enough to put gilded pieces on other characters as well to get them up. Almost got 3 full sets ready to go.
Nice. Yeah, it sounds like that domain is like actively trying to ruin you.
It's fucking cursed. 4 versions for 1 working set of...
Yeah.
One with nature.
And fly!
Do a little jump at the end to negate fall damage. That little drop down.
The
thing
little
at the end.
plunge attack, yeah.
Okay. That was one. I saw that. I was wondering. Yeah. Okay.
It's like, why would you do that? And it's like, well, I'm going too fast.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that that's done, we need to go to... I'm feeling libre for requests. I've got all my reputations maxed out, so I don't have to worry about that too much.
That's good.
I'm literally just doing this for the battle pass points at this point.
Always good. Good grind. Good to have a game that you're willing to grind for.
I mean, it's genuinely fun to me, so...
Yeah, that's always good. And then there's people like me who play various games and restart so many fucking times that you realize you have nothing to show for yourself despite having played a game for the greater part of a decade.
Immune to physical damage, all elemental resistance decreased. In other words, I'm taking a golem to Rainforest. Where's my stamina food?
Emerge. Right now. Right here. Stand clear. Absorption test.
Sir. Who? Solidify.
Emerge. Right
You don't want
here.
the smoke.
Emerge. Stand clear.
Nah, he wants it. Then he's gonna end up paying for it.
Dearly.
Yep. Fool.
Okay.
Stabilize.
Right now. Emerge. Swirl. Mark 2.
Big boy.
Let's nip that in the bud. Sir.
Not so big boy.
Not so big boy at all.
Though I suppose it helps that one of the units on this team is absolutely fucking stacked on stats.
Yeah, I suppose that helps a wee bit. Just a little bit.
Immune to cryo, increased damage from catalyst users.
Right here. Right now. Animo test 6308.
Okay, what we got, what we got.
Solidify.
Emerge. Stand clear.
Isle of Roots. Ha!
I'm always watching.
Yeah, you're dead as fuck.
Yep.
48,000 crit.
Damn. Damn. I've seen your normal damage. Like, fuck. Damn.
Yeah, no, this team's kind of busted.
Seems a little bit.
Well, so the whole point behind it, right? Is she activates him, who activates her. They both have EM scaling, so she buffs them both, and he's there for the shield and the resistance shred. So it's a bunch of stacking effects that causes 2 DPS units to just fucking go ham.
Clever. Clever makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
So it's the case of she's hitting for like 50k per, and then Tignetti's hitting for 20k every time he triggers a spread, and he does that twice per charge shot and 4 times per burst. And he can do that every 12 seconds.
So they're fucking damn. Your heavy hitters are crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'm understanding this.
For me, it's just knowing how the reactions are supposed to work and building around those reactions, right?
Yeah.
So, that in mind, that's part of the reason why this team can hit as hard as it does, is because Yelan and Beidou have off-field effects that can apply their respective element in person without being on field. So when I switch to Kazuha, who's built for full EM, he can drive reactions. And whenever he's taking over those reactions, because he's swirling their elements and taking over for them, his reaction damage is fucking cracked. Like 7k swirls and 14k ECs.
Damn. That's good. That's good taking advantage of synergy like that. Like, and I'm willing to bet a lot of players don't. At least the American side. I've seen American players. Not in this game, but you know, in general. That's insane.
Come on out.
Sit the fuck down. Alright, next one is where? This way.
Find it funny that his death animation was throwing a smoke bomb.
Well, the Eremites just turn into sand.
Solidify.
Emerge.
Yeah, but he was the humanoid, or he was the only human I've seen you kill.
Animal test 60.
Well, there was one other, but he also had the death animation of the smoke bomb. So I wonder if it's like to keep our rating low enough, we need to not kill the humans themselves, but all the monsters, they can have, you know, actual death scenes or death animations. But all the humans, now they just smoke bomb out of here. It's fine. They're good, man. Don't worry. No humans were harmed in the making of this game. I gotta wonder if it was something like that, like.
Where's the next one? Over here?
Right here. Right here. Emerge. Stand clear. Absorption test.
Can't see.
Jesus!
That was like
Stabilize.
no time at all.
Where do we go? This way.
Right now. Right here. Emerge. Stand clear.
Ha! Stabilize.
Right here. Emerge. Right now. Animal test 6308.
Enshroud. Let's nip that in the butt. Who? Sir. Who?
Wait, hold the fuck up! What?
What?
I just got a random achievement out of fucking nowhere. Strike an opponent's weak point from extremely far away with an aim shot. I got a fucking no-scope! What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I got a fucking no-scope.
That's so fucking random.
I did not expect that.
Yeah. From extremely far. Yeah, it had to.
Right here. Stand clear.
That's
One with the force.
hilarious.
I'll uproot you.
It's fucking random as hell.
Ha! Who? Ha! Stabilize.
Right now. Right here. Absorption test.
Enshroud! I hear everything!
A sight to behold. Right now.
Gather!
Animal test 6308.
One with the forest! Ha!
Emerge. Right here. Emerge. Absorption test.
I have to pick up all this crap.
Yeah, the RPG struggle, my guy.
Yeah.
That is the RPG struggle.
I mean, it's useful crap, right?
Yeah.
I can't be mad at that. Alright. Herbalist Gwei needs 10 mints. Over at Boo Boo Pharmacy. Not talking to you. Just talking to Gwei. Gastronostalgia wants tea break pancakes. Dr. Jerry. That knocked out. You do snack almond tofu. Do I have any of that? Got some. Okay. That was actually a pretty bland set of requests. All in the city.
I presume that's unusual.
They usually send you all over the region.
Hmm.
Like when I was doing the Sumeru ones, they would send me to fucking Port Ormos, and then they would send me to Sumeru City, and then they'd send me up to Maltiima Forest, just out of fucking nowhere.
Sounds
You do?
annoying.
It's not terrible. It's one of those things that you just... Okay, simple enough. Kind of coping mechanisms.
Makes sense.
Requests. Battle Pass level 40. Alright. What's up?
Making a Quagen character because I'm a fool who wanted to do Kindred of the East, and it's fucking, these guys are crazy.
That could be fun. Alright. What we got?
Yeah, World of Darkness is crazy.
18 intertwined, that's not bad. Got about a week to save up. One thing I probably should do.
Invest in gold.
Convert primos to wishes.
Hmm.
It's one of those. So here's the thing, right? This guy, he's the new character that dropped.
All right.
I can't say he's not good. His damage potential is actually pretty decent, and can outdamage the other characters in his class, right?
Okay.
My problem with him is that he takes way too long to use.
That's too big of a cooldown?
So his skill has an 18-second cooldown. His burst has an 18-second cooldown. But his infusion, which is his DPS window, only lasts 4 seconds per mirror. Right?
Okay.
On top of that, in order to get his highest DPS window, you have to maintain 3 mirrors at a time. And that highest DPS window can be anywhere from 13 to 17 seconds in length. So that's why I'm like, for me, he takes entirely too long to use. He does good damage. He's comfortable enough to play. He's good at what he's meant to be, which is a main DPS. That's not a playstyle that I like.
Yeah, and he's just too slow. I get it.
Yeah. Right? Because like you compare it to this guy, and I think you've seen me do like the rotations and whatnot, where he's out, I use his skill, I use his burst, I use his 3 charge shots, I'm off of him in like 6 seconds.
Yep. Yep.
Transferring commodities.
Watch.
And
I've definitely seen you do that kind of crazy stuff before.
where many things come to settle.
Okay, so we got that done. We got our weekly requests knocked out. Let's go ahead and knock out the teapot while I'm doing the battle pass stuff. It's mostly just picking up monies.
Yep. Stuff you gotta do.
This realm is truly...
I still find it funny how she lives in a fucking teapot within a teapot.
Yeah. That's somebody on the dev team thought that was a good joke.
If you ever
Had a bit of a laugh.
Pick that up. Gotta do boss opponents, spend resin, spend mora. Cooking and blacksmithing. Cooking will be simple enough. I literally just make fucking the damn matsutake rolls just because that's all I really need nowadays. Which is funny because like not even a couple more months ago I was using like buff food for some world bosses.
So now, okay, so now you just decided. Okay, I get you. I get that.
For me, it's just the most cost-effective thing for me to do.
Yeah, I get you. I get you on that part. You don't eat yet. Go away. Kept bugging me. It's almost time for her to eat. Like 30 minutes. Beast.
Okay. You're maxed. You're not. I can work on you. Well, that handles the Mora. Blacksmithing's in progress. So I guess now we just start working on story quests.
Nice.
Yeah, this was one I've been putting off because I did want to kind of put it on screen.
I get you. Makes sense. It's always a.
It's
always
content. It's
yeah,
100% content.
Yeah. Need to generate content. Everybody needs to generate content.
Hey there. Excuse us, but is Sino at the Academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with the Matra. It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Siraj.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere. I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Well, that got dark.
That got dark real quick.
Huh? You can't remember?
Yeah.
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... Alright. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
It's not that we don't trust what you're saying, it's just... You sound fucking crazy.
Huh? Alhaitham?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm unsurprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
Yeah, sure, why don't we deal with fucking... socio-political matters that we don't have any issue with.
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate
Yeah.
in this investigation.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that. Let's just jump in.
After all, you were the
So you
ones
can
who brought
totally do
Ilyas
that,
here.
right? They
I'll
won't
allow you
mind.
to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
That's how you get
Don't
assassinated.
you worry. Our lips are sealed.
All right. In that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the Academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago.
Okay, convenient.
It's close to the time that Ilyas had given. So we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
Open the fuck up. Thank you. Can I just say that cities in the trees are fucking weird?
Yeah, I suppose.
Literally, this city is a giant fucking tree.
I mean, so my only concern is structurally, it doesn't make sense. Like, I like the aesthetic of it, because, you know, wood elves and stuff.
Yeah.
You know. I'm a filthy elf lover, but, you know, so I don't mind it.
Grand Sage Alhaitham.
But depending on what's in the tree, like that whole building they had at the top of the tree, that doesn't,
Like, how?
that doesn't make sense. Like, if it was a part of the tree, I could see it, but
That's hold on. That's a whole ass stone in the tree.
Yeah, you guys dragged this up to the tree, then expertly placed it all over. My guys, I feel like that was too much effort for what you got there.
The new Academia decree clearly states
and like it's a tree. If somebody was to siege your city, one arrow that's on fire could
the
win.
whole thing's fucking done.
If you're
yeah, like
here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
Doesn't seem like the best option.
Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas,
but then again, filthy elf lover and wood elves living in trees is like where they should be. So you know.
Sure, though I'd rather he just protect himself.
I like how he got involved and then immediately fucked off.
Yep.
Answering a simple question.
I'm not the protagonist. Protagonist, go do this thing.
To understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
Political bullshit.
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
Then why did you ask?
Sus.
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Ksharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage Alhaitham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage? What have I gotten myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that...
Why does he sound like Rick and Morty? Narendra sounds like Morty.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
Now that you've said it, I definitely hear it.
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components
I hate that.
can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components.
Should
We
be
still have time to
streaming
conduct
still,
our
right?
investigation.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine.
You.
We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the academia then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Follow me.
Yes, I'm just going to attempt to, undo his amnesia.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to fix his brain. Nothing suspicious.
Yeah. Yeah, just freaking.
Tavern.
I can just do that.
Didn't give us any leads. Ugh, that means we're stuck.
Only read some research papers, nothing crazy.
Hyman's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Hyman has no clue. Hey, do you know?
You know Siraj?
Yes, we were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
You couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with.
Oh, you prickly bitch.
For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution. From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilyas, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was
Am I a
kidnapped
bad person for wishing that his method was just kind of doming this guy?
The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every
Got more
month
fetch
to
quests.
pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Suraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
Weird.
Yeah.
So it's in the academia.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. You remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having coffee at this hour, so you can find him at the cafe.
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least. Is this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
I have no objections.
Yep. They just send you on a fetch quest?
It's basically a fetch quest.
They just sent you on a fetch quest to acquire this guy's paycheck.
At a coffee shop.
But you had the acting Grand Sage. You had his boss's boss right there.
He never said the story had to make sense.
No, but like, this is... That's just... It's just, like, come on, man.
It's like, bruh, come on.
Yeah, you could have stopped... You could have shortened this just a little bit. This is important. Oh my god.
Alias? Long time no see.
Oh my god.
What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that. It's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately, haven't they?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new Sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
It's very pointed.
So what are the other reasons?
Yeah.
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
This is what happens to people who have Google literally implanted into their head. As soon as it goes away, they don't have no idea what the fuck to do.
I see.
Yep.
You get it, right? After having had a
Lose
taste of
everything.
something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again?
Lazy bitch.
There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Weird.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head. It hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module. Like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching, and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human
Time to feed the
society
cat.
and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the Overmind. This Overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their assigned number. Lastly, Members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
Okay, so he's basically making communism.
Paimon still doesn't get it.
We're making you social humans?
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility.
He's basically making communism.
Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and
Magically enforced communism. Somebody out there's going to try it in real life.
superior to individual humans.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
It's just as Alhaitham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive would soon be complete.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry. We have to stop him before it's complete.
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem right. Some details don't add up.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now. Are you looking for him?
Huh? Do you know something?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. Supposedly, he's a strong contender for being one of the next sages. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special though, so I doubt I'd get the opportunity. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
I guess that's back up the tree. Back up the tree, of course.
Yep. Up and down, up and down.
Well, I guess that's one way to not skip leg day.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Something funny about putting a library in a giant tree.
Ilyas?
Do you know me? I'm sorry, but I don't recognize you.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up. What a terrible thought.
Are we dealing with some extramarital affairs here?
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have...
God, I hope not.
I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilyas is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh, just how many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
So, using the shit that Google pulls out of people's heads. Got it.
Yeah.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's computing power.
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please, wait. I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Damn, she is a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Doesn't seem to like
100%.
much. Do you really not remember anything?
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right, then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
Not one of the best story quests so far.
Yeah. Not gripping. I mean, it was entertaining to see the fucking. You wronged me. I don't remember. What did I do? I'm not gonna tell you.
Bitch!
Come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharvaville.
Oh, fucking bitch.
Thank you all so much.
Relax, Elias. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
Watch it be something like stupid, like he spilled coffee on her.
That would be petty as hell.
I'm ready to face it. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj.
Or she's embarrassed because she realized it was stupid after he came with amnesia, and she's like,
but now she wants to double down.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh. unsafe elevator, just like all video games. Doesn't even go up to the walls. You could jump off of it. Oh my god, this elevator gets worse and worse the more go up. What the fuck?
On a side note, I want that as a chandelier.
Yeah, I can see why. That's pretty beautiful.
I mean, scale it down, obviously, but like,
yeah,
I want that as a chandelier.
Okay.
Yeah.
The important files from the last few years should all be here.
Wait, they built a tower on top of a tree. These fucking...
Number of people spreading various news from Sumeru City has increased significantly recently. A core of 30 are looking to recruit for surveillance to ensure the city's peace and stability. Talais Darshan has also had an abundance of weirdos. Recently, there is a new rumor that a student has the ability to write the Heaven Sent Thesis. Circumstances are still under investigation. What the fuck? Witnesses that say that there is a mysterious shadow wandering around Pardis DI at night. The investigation found nothing suspicious and the case was closed. Immediately sus.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
Oh, thank God we didn't have to ride that long-ass fucking elevator.
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for
Yeah.
your courage and sense of justice. You were considered a hero.
Huh? Me?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation. What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts. Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his sister. Come on!
Finally out of the city.
Stabilize.
Right here.
let's see what we got going on here.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilias, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us. Ilias, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
That is such a shitty lie.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilias isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Ilias, let's find somewhere to talk. So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's paycheck. How's everything at home?
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, they're mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit more.
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, you... Ilias? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry, I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, and I just want you to be happy. I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life and relax more.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilias.
Watch him be Siraj.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Just hiding in his subconscious.
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
Fucking bitch made.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first.
Yeah.
I remember where Siraj's cave is now. I'll take you there.
Really? That's great! Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. We've only checked off 1, right? What about the other one? Are we not gonna do that first?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
You're right. Let's head out.
Now where is it? The forest with trees the size of fucking Mount Everest.
I mean... could be worse? It's fucking weird trees, though. I mean... I can see why they thought to build a building on top of trees like this.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. But there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go inside and take a look.
Alright. Now for the fun part.
Gratuitous violence?
That's one way of putting it. And of course I put them on full noblesse. How is that gonna work?
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a work in progress? Ilyas, do you remember this place? Huh? Ilyas! Where'd he go?
I don't sense him nearby.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright. We'll continue in and see if he catches up
The
to us.
trap being sprung.
It's 100% a trap.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application. And whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you. He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right. Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems. It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora? He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilyas was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The Collective Consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the Collective.
Did I call that shit, or did I call that shit?
Not entirely.
You called that shit.
Keep walking and you'll see why.
Oh yes, government level security.
Emerge, right here. Animal test 6308. Absorption.
I'll uproot you. Sa, ha, sa.
This is order. Solidify.
Emerge. Stand clear.
It's completely different from what Ilias said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
It's one hell of a complex.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Oh, of course I can't. Okay.
Alhaitham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
Another insert flashback here moment.
An entire year.
What happens when you link up with the hive mind?
And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you brought down?
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that.
Fucking asshole.
Everyone's been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer.
Yeah.
But he chose now, of all times.
Why are you shaming a suicide victim, you fuck?
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies?
Pick a better project, lady. Fuck.
Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
God.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
Wise words, but you know.
Not everyone is
so inclined to
so
follow
Nero focused.
Yeah.
So we need you. Then we need you. That's a bottomless pit.
Those are the best kind of pits.
Just in case, why don't we take both keys with us?
Another memory here!
Flashback storytelling.
This is all very strange.
The worst way to inject show don't tell.
Complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Huh? Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
You seem troubled. Who are you? Where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj? I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
So that just makes me hate Siraj even more, because he went for when people were at their lowest point.
That's yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of that's kind of bullshit there. He's a piece of shit. Also, he's a cult leader.
Very much.
Side note, I don't necessarily like characters that speak in the third person.
Yeah.
Like,
that must be him. Alright.
Yeah.
Boss room says what now?
Yeah, that's definitely a fucking boss room.
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilyas. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here. To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the Hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the Matra's lie detector test!
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time. Even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the Hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity.
Fucking called that shit.
Only here
can
I be truly free.
Yep.
Oh, you're about to be free in another way, bitch.
That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so, this is goodbye.
Is this your decision?
painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilyas?
Hey, who are...
That is Siraj.
So you're that Giga Jerk!
Giga Jerk? Oh, how bold of you. Have I done something to
That Giga Jerk.
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
Fucking culty communist bitch. Damn.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside?
The fact that you're about to fucking die?
There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in
Kill
extreme
this idiot.
environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this. As it is fact, it is natural for social creatures to congregate together. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent.
God, you have such a punchable face.
Welcome.
Oh my god.
Arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. Plan to install me as a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use
My guy,
growing influence to turn
you've just been explaining like how normal human reasoning works. You didn't do anything special.
Snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it will lead the academia towards a new future.
Those are some bold moves, Cotton.
We won't let you do this!
Let's see if they pay off.
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
Ilyas? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as Alhaitham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives.
Oh, I'm gonna so fucking enjoy punching your bitch mouth.
I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do. Alhaitham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilias returned.
I'll give
to the
Alhaitham
collective
one thing.
consciousness of yours.
Stands by his convictions.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew that Ilias would return to the hive? And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj. Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to... wait. It's back to normal already.
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
So many monsters. Where did they come from? And something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all pay for your ceaseless arrogance.
Hey, Alhaitham? Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold them off for as long as we can.
Stabilize!
Right now, right here. Absorption test, Animo test 63.
Enshroud! I hear everything!
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective's stability.
Enhanced animal module.
The process of elimination. Here you are.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong with the academia. The monks.
More like the forest.
Can you sit down?
What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Right now, emerge. Absorption test, stand clear.
Enshroud! I'll uproot you!
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Error in our judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in this judgment. But Siraj...
have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
Wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down in the list! Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions. The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the Hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then, you knew that Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know? Since when?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me.
Oh, shut the fuck up already!
Very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes.
Got your ass beat, now shut the hell up.
You don't need to hide it.
Nah, he's gotta run into...
arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Run his mouth.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, You have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the academia and stand trial.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino. So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, Alhaitham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure. Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham. But whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all doomed?
This is why enchantments can be fucky.
Yeah, because it's like...
Even if they snap out of it, there's a chance I might still remember, and that's gonna fuck them up.
Not only that, but like, this particular enchantment was consensual at the start, so like,
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet...
There's an argument to be made that they could be, like, partially held responsible.
When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice. But I also wasn't able to conform.
Ilias?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, an idea popped into my head. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
You believe in everybody, Paimon.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me. Goodbye, you two.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Alhaitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the Academia.
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino. Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
What is it? It's 6:30, so 2.5 hours. That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Expected this quest to be a little longer than that.
Settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity.
Ironic.
But I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Oh, you are a bitch.
You couldn't tell that was an excuse?
Motherfucker.
You couldn't tell that was an excuse? You bitch.
Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base.
See ya.
Hold it right there.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject.
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
This fucker. Did they really just call this questline Pride and Prejudice? They called this quest.
They did.
Oh my god.
God.
I'm not sure whether to commend them or to just die of cringe.
Why not both?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Is this your home?
That is a quaint-ass fucking home.
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're that person from that time in that one place!
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey! You're leaving just like
But
that?
why do you keep books about the collective and the subconscious here at your home?
I don't know, that guy's fucking kooky.
That's
Sorry,
such a weirdly specific thing to keep at your house.
Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friend?
Oh my fucking god! I have to ask, are you guys actors? Are you fucking paid shills? God damn.
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise.
Yep, that's the only reason. That's the only thing that makes sense here.
Temperament and stuff.
Oh my fuck. Oh. Classic roommate behavior. Like, there's no way you have fucking friends. You must have paid them.
I wouldn't say friends exactly. Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore. Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make...
Oh my god, you are a fucker.
How could you... Of course. You're Alhaitham's friends.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
God damn, that's a library.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions instead? Paimon wants to know, oh, how did you know about the collective consciousness's weakness?
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried to get rid of you!
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous. You're not seriously considering that, are you? 'Cause,
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight. and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
Huh. Paimon gets it now.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
You are so salty, I love it.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
Oh yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy.
Oh my fucking god, y'all two just kiss and fuck already.
Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided, right? Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
These two are such a fucking old married couple, I love it.
Can you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational
Oh
skills.
my fucking... just fuck already.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh, yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Oh my god.
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage. He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with him. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the Sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected the Academia. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious when it comes to work, huh?
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
Why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing. It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two should grab some dinner as well.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies!
You're such a kid. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Oh my fucking god.
It's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what?
These two.
Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have designs to finish.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
Oh my fucking god!
What? No, it can't be.
Damn, no burglary.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a...
He isn't someone...
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures...
Did not mean to
people by
trigger that
labeling
again.
them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm...
And I suppose that...
Again, that's...
But my salary...
Wait, what?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from...
You... I took time...
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy...
What? Are you trying to annoy me?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine.
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features?
Artistry.
So I'll have to...
Of course.
But why would I do that?
Can't you just be...
Pretending that you're not...
Speaking of which, your friends won't see...
There's no need to...
What?
Okay. Sitting at 6:45. That's not bad. I'm thinking of calling it here. Personally.
Not bad, you finished the quest. Good resolution. Probably the best time to end it right now.
Yep. Let me just go pick up the ore so I can put points onto the battle pass. And then I need to figure out who I want to raid. Okay, so who is on right now? Let's see, Sayu, MLE, Girl DM, I'm Not a Sadist, okay. Thinking Nobilu. That's right. Let's get that set up and ready to go. Need to come over to here and do that. Alright. Yeah, that was fun. Do apologize if it got a little boring there at the end. There was a lot of talking. Most of this event was a lot of talking. So that's something to take into account.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and send you viewers off to Nobilu, who is doing something with pools, hot tubs, and beaches. What is she doing right now? Probably artwork. Not entirely sure, though. Yeah, it's artwork. Okay. So yeah, when you get over there, make sure you to let them know Risky said hi. And do enjoy some of the progress that she's making. She's working on some pretty good stuff right now. Got done with a model for a different client. Not me, but someone else. That was fun. And with that, yeah. You guys take care.
Goodbye, all. No, you can't get up here, cat. Oh, you're stuck. Okay.